Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna, the ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the 15th Adhyaya of Purushottama Yoga, and Sri Krishna is explaining to us. He's sharing with us that great knowledge of how the beings, they get trapped in this the world bewitching Maya of the Prakriti, and the struggle starts to get away from those clutches, get away from that strong bondage where we are got stuck. And with that simile of the Ashwatha tree that Sri Krishna had given for this sansara, and his recommendation that using that sharp-edged weapon of non-attachment, asanga, we can cut asunder this sansara, these bondages. We can cut asunder these bondages and become one with our ultimate source. Now that ultimate source, some people, they strive for that perfection of getting the knowledge, of knowing who we really are. Some yogis, some spiritual aspirants, they are striving for that. But some unfortunate ones who have to dwell in this the life after life, those jivatmans, they get trapped in this the body of 5 elements, and they are forced to take birth after birth after birth in their striving for material enjoyments. They're striving for worldly enjoyments, seeking worldly pleasures. So there are these two kind of struggles. One is struggle for perfection, one is struggle for the material enjoyment. Those who struggle for perfection, those who struggle for highest knowledge, those who struggle for that ultimate realization, having realized that this Atman is very much part and parcel of the Paramatman, that struggle, that yatna is towards merging in the Paramatman, merging in the Paramapurusha, merging in the Purushottama. But others, their yatanta, the striving, their struggle is only to enjoy these worldly pleasures, and which never get fulfilled for that matter. And birth after birth after birth, they just keep on getting into this cycle of birth and death. Now Sri Krishna, having told that, having explained to us the nature of the struggle of the two types of beings in this creation, now he is telling us about the immanent nature of the Paramatman, the Paramapurusha, towards which we are all are heading actually. The journey for each and every being is to merge in that Paramatman. Some take shorter route, some take longer route, and keep on coming again and again, coming and going, coming and going, coming and going in this ephemeral world, in this fleeting world, in this fleeting creation. So what is the Paramatman like? Sri Krishna had told that this Paramatman, the Purusha, the ultimate reality, he is such a splendorous. That entity is a self-luminous. That entity doesn't need any it is the source of illumination. It is the source of that brightness. It is the source of that brilliance for all the sources which are giving us that temporary illumination, the sun, the moon, and the fire. So Sri Krishna had told us that yadadityagatam tejo jagat bhasayate khilam yachandramasi yacchagnau tad tejo vidhimamakam. The light which is residing in the sun, which is illumining this whole world, jagat bhasayate akhilam, this whole world is being illumined by that sun. This entire our solar system receives its sunshine, receives its light from the sun. Also we keep on receiving light from moon, which again moon is taking away the light from sun, and indirectly it is passing on to us when the sun sets in the west. When there is no more sunshine in the horizon, in the sky, then it is the moon which tries to give some kind of light, some kind of a soothing light, that cool light, although may not be as illuminating as sun's light, because moon's light after all is a borrowed light from the sun. So Sri Krishna says the sun that is illumining the whole world, that light, sun's light that is illumining the whole world. Yada adityagatam tejo jagat bhasayate khilam yachandramasi yacchagnau tat tejo vidhimamakam. Yachandramasi, even that light of the sun, even the light of the moon, yachandramasi yacchagnau, and the light which is emitted by the fire. Now these are the only three sources of light for us in this creation: sun, moon, and fire. And Sri Krishna says this light which is coming to you, which is illumining the whole world, in the form of sunlight, the moonlight, and the light generated by the fire, the light emitted by the fire, light which is contained in the fire, that bright glowing fire always gives that light. Now know that light to be mine. Sri Krishna says they don't have any light of their own. Whatever the sun is emitting, whatever moon is emitting, whatever fire has content in it, that light, vidhimamakam. Know for sure that light, it comes from me. Know it. That is the greatness of this Purushottama. He is the one which provides all this illumination. The illumination in terms of actually light, and also the illumination in terms of the knowledge, the enlightenment. Now what is further this great being, this Purushottama, he is capable of doing? Sri Krishna says, gāmāviśya ca bhūtāni dhārayāmyahamojasā puṣṇāmi cauṣadhīḥ sarvāḥ somo bhūtvā rasātmakaḥ. What else Purushottama does? He gives light. It is the Purushottama's light. It is that Purusha's light which is being shared by sun and moon and fire. They don't have any light of their own. It is his light. It is his splendor. It is his brilliance that is being shared by all the light-giving sources. Even sun's light is not its own light. It is the light of the Purusha which is being spread. And next Sri Krishna says, gāmāviśya ca bhūtāni. All the beings, bhūtāni, all the beings, āviśya. Āviśya is permeating, residing, entering. All these beings who start their lives on earth. Gāma is earth. Gāmāviśya ca bhūtāni. And apart from me being the source of light for all these, and all the beings who start entering this earth, who start permeating this creation. dhārayāmyahamojasā. Dhārayāmi, I support. Dhārayāmi, to dhārayāmi is, I am supporting all these beings who permeate the earth, who enter the earth. Dhārayāmi aham ojasa. By giving them energy, I am nourishing them, I am supporting them, I am seeing that they are comfortable by providing them my energy. No being can survive in this creation without the Lord's energy. It is only because of the Lord's energy, it is only because of the energy of that great Purusha that we are jumping up and down, we are all surviving. And that's what Sri Krishna says here, that gāmāviśya bhūtāni dhārayāmi aham ojasa. I am their energy. I am that energy which is, the becoming so clear in each and every being. All that we do, all that we live, all that we grow, it is because of the energy of the Purusha that is getting that is within us. We are all carrying that great energy. Unfortunately, we sometimes put that energy to misuse. We don't have the great knowledge to know that this energy which we have is coming from that mighty source, that great Lord, that Parama Purusha. We think this is my energy. We think this is, I am doing it. Whatever I am doing is because of my own thing. We don't have anything of our own. All the energy that all the beings have is coming from that ultimate Lord. And then puṣṇāmi cauṣadhīḥ sarvāḥ. Puṣṇāmi cauṣadhīḥ. Puṣṇāmi is nourishment. Puṣṇāmi cha, and also the nourishment in terms of the vegetation. Oshadhi is basically the literally translation, it is the herbs and the vegetative growth as such. That is oshadhi, the plants, the vegetation that is surrounding us. So Sri Krishna says, even that nourishment I provide to all this vegetation, to all this plant kingdom, to all this oshadhi, in the form of what? Somo bhūtvā rasātmakaḥ. In the form of that sapidity contained in the moon. It is always considered that it is the moon, the sapidity of the moon, the liquid portion of the moon, the sapid moon, that is actually the nourishing factor for the growth of all vegetation. It is said in the scriptures that it is not the sun actually which nourishes, it is that soothing light of the moon, that soothing cool breeze, that flows on the moonlit nights, that provides the nourishment to all this vegetation. And then we get our food from all this plant kingdom and we survive. So Sri Krishna says, in a way, that I nourish everything. I am the energy in all the beings in this, those who take up the lives on their on this earth. I am the energy behind it. And what is further nourishment that we get from the vegetation? Though that vegetation, that oshadhi, that plant kingdom also is nourished by me in the form of the sapid moon as such. So Sri Krishna says, whatever you see around, it is all me. I am the energy of the beings and I am the nourishing factor. I am that nutrition because of which this plant kingdom is nourished, it gets its nourishment, and because of the vegetation gets its nourishment from me in the form of that sapid moon, in the form of that moonlight, that you also survive, you also get your food from that plant kingdom. It is evident all over nature that one form of energy transforms itself into another. It is only one energy. There are no different types of energies in this creation at all. All the types of different types of energies we see around, they are all coming from that one source of the energy, the E capital. Now, modern science takes advantage of this fact and turns the resources of nature to man's advantage. We have created all these different forms of energies. We have the electrical energy, we have got the hydro energy, and we have got wind energy, all these different types. But Sri Krishna says the basic source of this energy is nothing but me. For all these creatures who are coming on the earth, who are taking birth on this earth, on a close investigation, it is found that no demarcation can be made between matters organic and inorganic, between the energy sentient and insentient. Life on earth, for instance, thrives by converting light and heat of sun into sentient energy. The manifest energy in its original form, as it emanates from Ishvara, is known as ojasa. And that's what Sri Krishna says, that dhārayāmyahamojasā. That is the ultimate energy. So this all energy that we are talking about, that all energy that we come across is coming from that ojasa, from that original energy in the Purusha, original energy of the Purusha. It pervades the entire universe and holds it intact. That is how the Lord ensures. That is His duty, to keep everything intact, and therefore He provides the energy. He provides the energy to see to it that everything is nourished. The sun's energy is doing its work. The moon's energy is doing its work. The life energy comes in one form from the sun and quite in another form from the moon. The sun energy is is just like that fire which keeps on constantly burning with activity. Moon's energy is totally different. And Sri Krishna says that moon's energy, in the form of that moon's energy, I am providing nourishment to the vegetable kingdom, to the plant kingdom, to the cauṣadhīḥ. The sapidity of vegetable kingdom on earth is obtained from the moon. The fluidity of the vegetation. Almost all the vegetables are 90% water, isn't it? As it is the entire, the water is the major element as far as this earth is concerned. Even our body is maximum water, 70% water, that's what they say. In vegetables, it can be even up to 90%, 95% even in some vegetables. So, moon is associated with the fluidity, with the sapidity. Possibly because of the soothing nature of the moon. It is so calm, so peaceful, and therefore, like sun is always with the fire. Sun is associated with the fire. Moon is associated with everything calm and quiet, like the element of water in the Panchamahabhutas. Sun is, of course, Agni, fire. But moon is like a soothing water. And that is what Sri Krishna says here, that it is that sapid moon which is providing nourishment to the vegetable kingdom. The sapidity of vegetable kingdom on earth is obtained from the moon. While being converted into suitable forms, all the energy in fact comes from Purushottama. Whether it is energy of the moon in the form of fire, or energy of sun in the form of fire, or energy of moon in the form of that sapidity, in the form of that fluidity, in the form of that nourishment, the sapid nourishment for the vegetation. So this is what Sri Krishna says, I am filled with energy, and all the energy that you see around comes from me, whether it is for the animal kingdom in the form of beings, or whether that energy is used for the nourishment of the plant kingdom, whether animal kingdom or plant kingdom. So, animal kingdom is deriving its energy from sun, in the form of the fire element of the Panchamahabhuta, and the vegetation, the vegetable, the plant kingdom, they are deriving their energy in the form of nourishment from the sapidity of moon. So Sri Krishna makes this very clear that everything that is growing around, everything that is being nourished, everything that is around is driving its energy from me. I am that ultimate source and nothing else. So that was this 13th shloka of Sri Krishna explaining us being the ultimate source of this. Purushottama is the ultimate source of that energy. And from Purushottama, we are deriving our energy, whether we are in the animal kingdom or the plant kingdom. So that was 13th shloka of the 15th adhyaya Purushottama Yoga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Swamiji.